on. This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is October 13th, 2020. We're at 4257 Shadyglade Avenue, Studio City, California, performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch ABS plastic mainline cleanout at the front of the house. And this is just below the area of the sprinkler clock that is hanging on the wall. Turn the camera. Get the camera where the straight go up. There you go. Nice. And then show the front yard. Yeah. That's the front yard area. And now we're going to zero out our camera monitor right at the clean out. Right at the clean out. We're going to zero out our camera monitor. Okay, we're going to begin running through our 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. We kind of ran a preliminary inspection a little bit. We had to flush the line out real well because we couldn't see too much. So we're running out now through the 4-inch ABS plastic and going out toward the city sewer. I'll pause for a moment. We're going to hold for 1 second. Okay, we pulled the camera out. Weren't getting a real clear picture. This way we can just get a clearer picture. Running down the ABS plastic now, going out toward the city sewer tie-in connection out in the street. Just going to take a look at the piping and take a look at the joints. See what condition they're in. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Don't see any breaks or major root intrusions or offsets. That's what we're looking for, cracks in the piping. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition, making a turn. Now we transition to vitreous clay right here. Going just a crack right there. A little bit of root intrusion. Tiny bit, tiny crack. It's hard to, huh?
It's just a
little bit of an offset.
Yeah.
A little tiny bit of an offset here at this joint. We're going to blow that up on the laptop after too and just take a little better look at it. But it looks like just an offset from what we can see. Now we're transitioning to vitreous clay. We transitioned, looked like the vitreous clay for a moment, and now it looks like we're transitioning right back to ABS plastic. And now we're transitioning back to ABS plastic, and those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Now we're transitioning back to vitreous clay again. We probably had an issue in the vitreous clay, and they made some repairs. Take a look at that. Is that a crack or is that
a bunch of roots right there?
Yeah. Go in a little bit. That's not a joint, is it? Or is it a joint?
That's a joint.
It is a joint. Okay, we're at we have a joint right here. We do have some roots right on the right hand side. They're minimal and still maintainable. They could be cleaned out and hydrojetted and then use some Root X, R-O-O-T-X, to try and keep the roots at bay. We also have some roots coming down from the top on this fitting. Pull back a little bit. Or maybe just coming through the pipe. There's no fitting right there, I don't think. Can't tell exactly what that is. It looks like it may be roots. Going in a little closer. It is a fitting. This might be the test tee. Pull back. See if we can see a tee. Do have a little bit of roots there. Keep pulling back. And we don't see any fitting there. See a joint there. And we do have a little bit of root intrusion in that joint. I think coming from the top, we have roots that are hanging down. And then at about the 5 o'clock area, we have a little bit of roots. Still maintainable at this point. Now the next joint we come to, we have major root intrusion in this joint. We're going to pause and we're going to locate this area. That's about 70% restricted right now. We're going to pause. Okay, we marked this area in the parkway with an orange flag at 5 foot 7 inches deep, and we have a very large root intrusion right here. We can't really see the condition of the joint because the roots are so thick. We recommend hydrojetting this sewer line and re-inspecting the sewer line. We're going to try and push through, take a look at the other joints. Next joint, we've got quite a bit of root intrusion. Go in just a little bit. Got quite a bit of root intrusion right there. Minor offset that we can see. We don't know where the roots are. We don't know if we have a crack or if they're just coming through the joint. So that's right past the other flag that we just put in the ground in the parkway. Now we're going to go out toward the street, and that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Little minor offset. Then we have, pull back a little bit. Looks like we have some concrete slag. We're going to have to jump over this area. Pull back. There you go. Okay, we're going to just run out from here. We're at 47 feet. We're going to run all the way out to the city sewer and try and wash off our camera, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the line on the way back. Got a lot of debris on the camera lens by pushing over that joint. And now we're dropping into the city sewer. We'll see if we've got any water in there. No, it doesn't look like it. So we're going to just run some water. We're going to pull back to the saddle area. You're good. Yeah, not bad. Got it pretty clean off. Yeah. Okay, we're going to pull back to the saddle area, and then we'll take a look at it. Pull back to the saddle area right now, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the video. We just got some more debris on the camera lens as we're pulling back. Probably going to just run the hose down there for just a moment again. Try and rinse off the lens. See if we can get it. Kind of hard. And that's the city sewer tie-in connection right there. So we're going to run a little bit of water. Yeah, I'm ready. Let you shake it. Get that water coming in. Shut it off, Nathan. Okay, now we're going to pull out just a little tiny bit to the edge of the saddle right here. We're just going to stop for a moment and let the water drain down, and then we'll view the rest of the line on the way back. Okay, we're right at the edge of the saddle connection to the city sewer, and we do have roots that are growing into the end of the saddle area. Again, the line should be hydrojetted, and more than likely a top hat liner should be installed in that saddle area to cover that crack in the area where the roots are getting in, right there. Now we're going to begin pulling back slowly. We'll take a look at the rest of the line. Right there, that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And we are in the 6-inch vitreous clay lateral. Got a minor offset in this area, but nothing to be concerned about. Making a turn. Go back in. Here. go back in a little bit. You get a little bit of an offset. That's the concrete slag that we were hitting. So that's not an issue. That's normal. And the next joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition right here. A little bit of concrete slag again. And that joint had the root intrusion off to the left-hand side. And then we're coming up to the area where we have major root intrusion in the joint. And then we're coming back to ABS plastic. And we've got a little bit of ABS plastic in here. And then we transition again to vitreous clay for a short section, and then back to ABS plastic. And the ABS plastic, coming all the way back to the mainline sewer cleanout, appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. Didn't see any separations or root intrusions or breaks in the ABS plastic. We're pulling up and out of our mainline sewer cleanout, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.